created by magic, roaming the continent,
We don't want your kind here.
hunting monsters for a price. I thought you'd have fangs or horns or something.
I had them.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start with my highs. So, my first high is going to be Henry Cavill. Okay, he really does a great performance in this with this character. I think it is a complete character actor change into the White Wolf, into the Witcher. I really enjoyed the performance that he gave, and if you didn't tell me it was Henry Cavill, I would never have known. And that's the point, right? That's the point. When you see actors, they're supposed to morph into the character, and I think that's what Henry Cavill did, and I loved his performance as the White Wolf, as the Witcher. All right, my next high is the Bard. Oh, I love the Bard. I thought when they introduced the Bard, he was going to be annoying. But in episode 2, and by the way, this is gonna be a complete spoiler review. So if you already watched The Witcher, I was supposed to, come on, Dave, man, get with the program. If you already watched The Witcher, then I'm gonna be spoiling the shit out of this review. The shit. I tell you, I'm gonna spoil the shit out of this review. All right, so back to my second high. The Bard. Like I said, I thought he was going to be annoying, but he really wasn't. In episode 2, when he was singing, pass your coin to the Witcher, I thought that was actually going to be the theme song of The Witcher. And it really should have been, because that was so catchy. I want that album. And I thought the Bard was a great companion to the Witcher. I wish that we saw more of the Bard. I think that he would be my second favorite actor. And I wish I had Salt here. And she's probably going to hate me for doing this review because she's a big Witcher fan. Sorry, Salt. I'm sorry. No, you're not, Gary Fan. You're not sorry. She's going to be like, she's going to be stringing me up by my... Salt's strong, yo. So she's going to be stringing me up by my neck and like... And she's going to be like, no, you're not. Damn it! I wanted, Caveman! I wanted to help you with The Witcher! Why won't you let me have fun? Why don't you love me? Love me! I just picture her doing that. It'd be so funny. Just imagine that. After you turn off this review. Imagine that. She's pretty strong. Salt's pretty strong. But, I can't, Salt was here. She'd probably string me by my neck. And then tell me the actor's name. But that actor, I think that's my second favorite actor in the movie. I wish we got more time with him alongside with The Witcher, because in the second episode he was singing and The Witcher's like... And it was so perfect. It was comedic timing. It was like, yes, you should be annoyed. Yes, you'd be like... So that would be my second high, the Bard. I love the Bard. My third high is the production quality and the sound design of this show, of this series, I thought it was amazing. I thought it was absolutely amazing. All the minor details are there, and this is a direct adaptation from the book, which I didn't know this was based on a book, and then made into a video game. But now I'm interested in the book. But the production value, just all the minor details, just the world they were able to create, it's really, really awe-dropping. And usually on series and movies, you're like, I don't know where has all the money gone. You can see that you can see all the money on screen. And the sound design, if you have like a Dolby Atmos surround sound, if you have 5.1, you're really going to be immersed in this world. I think they did a good job. The set design, the costume design, it's all there. It's all there on screen. And my last high is the creature design. Now I know there's criticisms on YouTube and on Facebook and reviews that there wasn't as many creatures. There's 10 creatures in the series, and I just loved all these creatures. So I don't share those criticisms. There wasn't enough creatures in the series. I think the opposite. There was about 10 different creatures that we got in this show, and I loved it. I loved all the creature designs. All the creature designs were great. They were terrifying. Were awesome, and I adored the creature design and the production design all the way around. All right. Now we go to my lows. And there are some lows. All right? There's in reviews like this, that guy helped with the highs and lows. And basically, I used to do I think of as many highs as I can, many positive reviews, and I put it in a review. But in reviews like this, now I like to stick to 3 to 4 highs and 3 to 4 lows. It helps the reviews go a lot more smoothly, in my opinion. And credit to that guy for that. You guys can thank that guy for me ranting less. I guess you could say ranting less on the channel. All right, like I said, let's move on to our lows. And my first low is the pacing. There's a lot of pacing problems in this show. There is. It makes the show, it makes the world look small, and it makes it look like it's in a small little box. It's only 8 episodes long, and I think that really hurts The Witcher. It really does. Because I love almost everything else, but it's 8 episodes, and just like Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, I think that had a lot of pacing problems as well due to the shortness of the season. And I think this really needed 10, I would say 12 episodes. If it was 12 episodes long, then you probably wouldn't have seen all these pacing problems, right? It's like Henry Cavill shows up in one town, and then the next scene he shows up in another town, and that's pacing. That's like Game of Thrones, right? Game of Thrones portrayed the world being HBO portrayed that world being so big. I mean, they had episodes where your characters were walking from one town to the other, and it would take sometimes an episode, sometimes 2 episodes, sometimes an entire season to get to a place. But here, it's so short, the episode's so short that you have to have that because you have 8 episodes, right? If it was 12 episodes long. You probably could have him been walking probably with the bard, and they have some great character moments, some great dialogue moments, right? And this showed that world being bigger than what they showed it on The Witcher. I think 8 episodes really does hurt it because of we had a lot of pacing problems in this show, a lot, and it just because of the length made and because of the pacing problems made the world look smaller than I think they wanted to look. I think they made this world bigger. They wanted to show it bigger, but because of the 8 episode length, it was, and because of the pacing problems, the world looked really, really small. Because you have characters showing up in one town 1 second, another town another second, and it just looked really small because of the pacing problems, because of the length of the episodes. I think Netflix shoots themselves in the foot. I honestly think they do with all these shows, and they know they should be a longer season, but they don't for whatever reason. And probably I'm going to talk about that on the podcast tomorrow. But it just pacing issues. 10 to 12 episodes probably could solve a lot of these pacing problems in Witcher season 1, which is a shame because it's such a great show, but it does have some problems, and that's one of the problems. And the second problem is we talk about this all the time. I talk about this all the time. How many times have you guys heard me saying sometimes a storyline in a book it's not going to translate well on screen? How many times have you guys heard me say that? And my second high is this 3 timeline convergence. And I guess this is in the book, right? This is in the book. But it doesn't work it doesn't work in this show. It really doesn't work. It confused the hell out of me. It really, really did. And I thought that what they should have done is build all these characters, develop all these characters. You put the time in this world, right? You put the time in this world and put the time in these characters. Show them developing the White Wolf and the witches and the chaos magic. I forgot to mention that. I just loved it. But spend some time growing these characters, right? Developing these characters like Game of Thrones. And then in the season 4, season 5, oh, that's right, Netflix doesn't go beyond season 4. Okay, my bad. That's right. My bad. So they have to kind of move it along here. But that's another problem. For another day. But the 3 convergent timeline, and like I said, I guess this is in the book, but it does not work. It does not work. It would have behooved them to write another story, right? Another story about this war of the continents that are coming. Build it up. You don't have to show that in season 1. Build it up on season 2. Or maybe if you don't want to go beyond season 4, maybe have that be your Night King War. Right? Have the battle of these continents, right, be the 3rd season. Lead up to that, right? Maybe make the seasons a little longer. Maybe have, I don't know, 12, 13 to 14 episodes, because your plan is going to end at season 3. So when season 3 comes, everybody doesn't expect season 4 because you wrapped up things in season 3. If you know you're going to end it at season 3, which Netflix, come on, you are absolutely going to end this in season 3. Come on, Netflix. We all know it to be true. Everybody watching this knows to be true. If that's your plan, make the Battle of Continents the ender. Build up to that in season 3. Don't show it don't have it in season 1 and that's your thing going into season 2. Build that up in season 3, right? Build the war up in season 3. Build it up and make that be the final climax in season 3, because season 4, guys, it's not coming. We're not getting a season 4 of The Witcher. It's just not happening. So this idea of the 3 converging timelines doesn't work in the show for a number of reasons. Because in the book, you have time to develop these characters. You have time to develop relationship with these characters, right? In the show, you don't have 8 episodes. You don't have that amount of time, right? You have to move along, right? And that goes to the pacing as well. In my low in this my first low is pacing, right? You get some characters getting together, and the next minute they're like, okay, we're out of touch. Why? Like, what happened? That's what you want to know. That's what the book does. I suppose that's what the book does well. Developing characters, developing this war, developing ongoing storylines. But you can't have that in an 8-episode season. You can't have that. You have to move. That's why some things don't translate. That's why. If you know you're going to have 8 episodes, you can't explore some of these themes, like the 3 timeline arc. The 3 converging timelines only work if you have enough time to show it. They didn't have enough time. Okay, to properly show it. Okay, properly show it. It was like 1 second you were in the main timeline, 1 second you were in another timeline, 1 second you're in another timeline. You're like, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? But that's what you have to do when you're like an 8-episode season, right? You can't have characters properly developed. You can't have things properly explored like you would have in the book. You can't have that. Netflix should have known that. And made a better story around The Witcher. Alright, so that's my second and only low. And we didn't mention, I just went idiot savant on you guys. I just noticed that. Did Caveman actually make sense? I think he did. We didn't mention the awesome swordplay and awesome choreographing that went on in this show. We didn't mention the chaos magic, which I really liked. I did mention it in my lows, but I really liked the idea of chaos magic. And I really loved these ideas of the Brotherhood and the Witch Council, the stuff like that. I really loved all that stuff, and the art of surprise, and it's this idea of you can't cheat destiny, you can't fool destiny. I really love that idea. Just wanted to mention it quick before I give this a grade, because I do really like The Witcher. I did. And I want to know what you guys think of The Witcher down below in the comment section. Alright! Let's see if The Witcher Season 1 makes the grade. And for me, it absolutely does. I think they have a lot of things to fix, and I hope they fix these things in Season 2. I love the Witcher, like Henry Cavill. That bard was pretty good. We didn't see him. I just wish they would have had him follow the Witcher for more. But that's, I'm starting to ramble now. I don't want to ramble, but I love the bard. I love the fight choreography. And little known fact, the Night King, who played the Night King, came over and did some of the sword choreographing with some of the actors, and and some of the swordplay. He came on and did some of the swordplay, helped them with the swordplay. So I thought that was interesting just to throw in there. Alright, so I'm giving The Witcher a B+. And I highly, highly recommend you go and watch The Witcher now on Netflix. Though it's much more highs that I wanted to get into, much more lows, but I had to boil it down to a nice, small soup for you guys to consume. So like I said, I want to know what you thought of The Witcher down below in the comment section. And we didn't get into the music. I love the music. And I will see you all later, right here. Stand with me, ladies and gentlemen, on my CTV.